Most seniors have no idea this is happening inside their joints every single day. There are no alarm bells, no sudden warning, just a slow, quiet fire burning deeper and deeper into the tissue around your knees, your hips, your hands. And the shocking part? The food that's feeding that fire is probably sitting in your kitchen right now. Food you bought this week. Food you've been told is fine. Food that your body, at 60 and beyond, simply cannot handle the way it used to. Stay with me for the next 12 minutes. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what to remove and what to replace it with starting tonight. No prescriptions, no expensive supplements, just 5 simple swaps that could change how your joints feel within weeks. Let me tell you something that nobody explained when the joint pain started creeping in. Your body after 60 is running a completely different operating system than it was at 40. Think of your joints like a sponge. When you're young, that sponge is thick, wet, and flexible. It absorbs pressure. It bounces back. It cushions every step you take. But after 60, that sponge starts to dry out and thin. The cartilage thins. The fluid inside your joints decreases. The cushioning that protected you for decades begins to wear. And here's what makes it worse. Your immune system changes too. After 60, your body becomes far more sensitive to inflammatory triggers. Things that rolled off your younger body like water off a duck now stick. They accumulate, they simmer, and that simmering is what you feel as stiffness when you get out of bed, as aching after sitting too long, as that deep throb after a walk that never fully goes away. This is not weakness. This is not laziness. This is biology. Your body changed. The nutrition advice you were given didn't change with it. That's not your fault. But now that you know, you can do something about it, starting tonight. I want to be honest with you about something before we go further. For years, I thought joint pain after 60 was simply inevitable. Wear and tear, just part of aging. I had that completely wrong. What the research has shown clearly in the last decade is that a significant portion of joint pain in seniors is driven not by age alone, but by chronic low-grade inflammation. And chronic inflammation is heavily influenced by what you eat 3 times a day. That changes everything. Not a dramatic change, not a total ban, just awareness, starting today. Read the labels. Cut the hidden sugar first. One caution. If you are diabetic or managing blood sugar with medication, speak with your doctor before making significant dietary changes. The principles here are sound, but your situation needs personal guidance. Have you ever tracked how much hidden sugar you eat in a single day? Most people are genuinely shocked. Tell me in the comments what you discover. Food 2, the bottle you've been cooking with for years. Walk to your kitchen cupboard right now. Look at your cooking oil. If it says canola, soybean, sunflower, or vegetable oil, that bottle is one of the most consistent drivers of joint inflammation in the American senior diet. And almost nobody talks about it. The action is simple. Stop buying those oils. Replace them with extra virgin olive oil for everyday cooking and real butter for higher heat cooking. Here's the mechanism. Those refined seed oils are packed with omega-6 fatty acids. Your body needs some omega-6. The problem is the ratio. Historically, humans consumed roughly equal amounts of omega-3 and omega-6. Today, the average American eats 15 to 20 times more omega-6 than omega-3. That extreme imbalance is a known driver of systemic inflammation, including the inflammation eating away at your joint tissue right now. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in a compound called oleocanthal. Researchers have found that oleocanthal works through the same pathway as ibuprofen, the same anti-inflammatory pathway, without the stomach damage that comes from taking pain relievers daily. A tablespoon of good olive oil with every meal is not a small thing. It is a daily dose of natural inflammation management. One caution. Olive oil should not be used for very high heat cooking as it has a lower smoke point. For high heat, real butter or a small amount of coconut oil is the better choice. What oil are you currently using most? Let me know below. You might be surprised how many people are cooking with the same thing every day without ever questioning it. Now, I saved the most surprising one for right here in the middle. When I first came across the research on this, I genuinely couldn't believe it was this simple. Keep watching. Food 3. The healthy breakfast that is not what you think. Whole wheat bread, whole grain cereal, brown rice crackers, multigrain pasta. If these are staples in your kitchen, this one is going to feel uncomfortable. Stay with me, because the science is clear and you deserve to hear it. Here's the action. Reduce your intake of refined and processed grain products, even the ones labeled whole grain, to 1 serving per day or less. Replace that second and third serving with vegetables, legumes, or a small portion of protein. Here's why. Many processed grain products, even whole grain versions, contain a compound called gluten and another group called lectins. In a significant portion of seniors, especially those with existing joint issues, these compounds increase intestinal permeability. You may have heard the term leaky gut. When the gut lining becomes more permeable, inflammatory particles that should stay in the digestive tract enter the bloodstream. They travel, and one of the places they land is your joints. A 2019 study published in the journal Nutrients found that reducing grain-based processed foods reduced inflammatory markers in older adults within 8 weeks. 8 weeks. That is not a long time. Dose and timing. If you love your morning toast, keep 1 slice. Just don't build 3 meals around grain products. Lunch and dinner can easily shift to vegetables and protein without sacrifice. One caution. If you have celiac disease or a diagnosed wheat sensitivity, this is especially relevant for you. But even without a diagnosis, the evidence for reducing processed grains in seniors is strong. Has anyone ever told you that your healthy, whole grain choices might be affecting your joints? I genuinely love to know your reaction in the comments. Food 4, the sweet drink hiding in plain sight. This one is not soda. Most seniors already know soda is bad. This is the drink sitting in your refrigerator right now that has a health halo. Orange juice, apple juice, cranberry cocktail, sports drinks, even store-bought smoothies. The action. Replace every sweetened drink, including fruit juice, with water, unsweetened herbal tea, or whole fruit. Not juice, the whole fruit. Here is the difference that matters. When you eat a whole orange, the fiber in that orange slows down how fast the natural sugar enters your bloodstream. When you drink orange juice, that fiber is gone. The sugar hits your blood fast and hard. It triggers the same insulin and cytokine response as refined sugar. Your joints pay the price. A standard 8-ounce glass of orange juice contains about 21 grams of sugar, nearly the same as a can of cola. Your body cannot tell the difference between natural fruit sugar and refined sugar when the fiber has been removed. After 60, that distinction matters enormously. The swap is 1 glass of water with a squeeze of fresh lemon in place of your morning juice. Do it every morning. That's it. 1 change. Consistent. 1 caution. If your doctor has recommended fruit juice for a specific medical reason, follow their guidance over general advice. Do you drink juice in the morning? A lot of people watching this have never been told this. Tell me what you think below. Food 5. The condiment you've never suspected. This one surprises people every time. Margarine. Low-fat salad dressings. Packaged mayonnaise. Anything labeled light or fat-free in a bottle or tub. These products replace natural fats with 2 things: refined seed oils and sugar. You already know what both of those do. The action. Read every condiment label in your refrigerator this week. Anything containing partially hydrogenated oils, soybean oil, or added sugars in the first 3 ingredients gets replaced. Use real olive oil and lemon juice as your dressing. Use a small amount of real butter or avocado instead of margarine. The mechanism. Trans fats and refined oils in these products directly elevate a marker called C-reactive protein, one of the clearest indicators of systemic inflammation in the body. A 2020 meta-analysis found that higher C-reactive protein levels are consistently associated with faster joint deterioration in adults over 60. You are not just feeling more pain. The structure of your joints may actually be declining faster when this marker stays elevated. Dose and timing. Check your refrigerator tonight, not next week, tonight. 1 caution. If you are managing cholesterol with medication, speak with your doctor before significantly changing your fat intake. What condiment would be the hardest for you to give up? Tell me honestly. I want to know. Let me tell you about Margaret. She is 72 years old, retired school teacher from Ohio. Her knees had been so painful for 3 years that she stopped taking her evening walks, the ones she had taken every single day for decades. Her doctor had her on anti-inflammatory medication. It helped a little, not enough. She made 4 of these 5 changes over about 6 weeks. She did not do them all at once. She started with the cooking oil, then the hidden sugar, then the juice, then the condiments. At her 8-week checkup, her doctor noted a measurable reduction in her C-reactive protein levels. She called it a number that actually moved. She started walking again, short walks at first, then longer ones. When someone asked her what changed, she said, "I didn't do anything dramatic. I just stopped feeding the fire." That is exactly it. You are not fighting your body. You are just stopping what was working against it. Here is what you heard today. Sugar hidden in packaged food is a daily inflammation trigger your joints cannot afford after 60. The cooking oil you've been using for years is likely feeding the exact fire causing your pain. Processed grain products, even the healthy labeled ones, may be quietly driving joint deterioration through your gut. Fruit juice without fiber is sugar water with a better reputation. And the low-fat condiments you trusted for decades are some of the most concentrated sources of inflammatory compounds in your kitchen right now. Pick one. Not all 5, just one. The one you can actually act on tonight. That is where every lasting change begins. One small decision made consistently until it becomes invisible, until it's just the way you live. I want to know which one you're starting with. Tell me in the comments. I read every single one, and I reply when I can. Is it the oil, the juice, the hidden sugar? Tell me. If you know someone who is struggling with joint pain and has no idea that food could be playing this big a role, please send this to them. Share it. That one share could genuinely change something for them. They may not know this information exists yet, and every week on this channel, I break down health information that was designed for younger bodies and translate it for seniors. Because your physiology is different now, and you deserve advice that actually matches where you are. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Everything shared here is general information only and is not a substitute for personal medical advice. Don't change or stop any medication without speaking to your doctor first. These habits work best alongside your healthcare team, not instead of them. Your doctor is your partner in this. Bring this information to your next appointment and have the conversation.